What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the PlayStation Plus games catalog for February. Long name, but they nailed it. And I want to go through some of these games, talk really quickly about my opinion, but I want to give them some credit. We tend to talk about PlayStation, Xbox, etc. when they have bad months, right? Sometimes when there's bad months, whether it be on Xbox or PlayStation, you bag on them a bit. And then when we get really, really good months like this, and this is on top of what we already have with Mafia and Ali World and Evil Dead the game. We already got a bunch of stuff in terms of the free games of the month, right? So this is that extra stuff. This is the PlayStation Extra, PlayStation Premium, all that kind of stuff. So let's quickly go through it right on the PlayStation blog. PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium game catalog: Horizon Forbidden West, The Quarry, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Outriders, Scarlet Nexus, Borderlands 3, Tekken 7, Ace Combat 7, Earth Defense Force 5, Oninaki, hopefully I'm saying that name right, Lost Sphere, I Am Setsuna, The Forgotten City, and then in terms of the classics, so this is just for PlayStation Premium, The Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms 2, Harvest Moon, Back to Nature, Destroy All Humans. I do believe that is the remake. So, well, one thing I just want to quickly point out, why is Destroy All Humans, when it's on PS4, it's Destroy All Humans, ! I do believe that is the remake of the first game, not the second one that we just got this year. Why is it in the premium section with the other games that are on PS1? But besides that very odd placement of it, I think this is, I mean, in terms of the additions, right? And again, not the free games, this is that extra stuff. I think this is probably the best month, right? Horizon being the headliner. And Horizon, honestly, I think it's even more important than just saying, oh, good month, PlayStation, Horizon's on there. That's great. Quarry is a big one, right? You can go down the line. But what does it mean for Horizon to be on here so early? And I say it, kind of tongue-in-cheek a little bit, but I mean, 1 year after the game comes out, for PlayStation, I do feel is relative. Does that make sense? I feel like that is kind of early. And I think, if that's the strategy going forward, that should help. I mean, look, it's never going to go all the way towards Xbox. You're never going to get Horizon 3 or The Last of Us 3 or whatever. You're never going to get these games day one on PlayStation Plus. And you can argue all day and night if that's the right decision, wrong. Same thing for Xbox if it's the right decision or wrong. But I mean, this is the path that PlayStation and Sony have decided to go down. A year later, I feel like that's pretty darn good for them. So if this is the kind of stuff that we can expect from the likes of, say, God of War Ragnarok, well, this fall we should maybe get God, or Spider-Man. Now, do you keep this up, right? Because Spider-Man, historically, you look at, Marvel Spider-Man 2018, right? That game not only sold well in the first, say, month, but also went on for years to continue, not at the same pace, but it sold extremely well long term. Do you cut it off at a year, right? Would Sony do that? Well, they just did it to Horizon. So would you do it for Spider-Man? Spider-Man a lot bigger than Horizon, right? So that's going to be interesting to see if this is literally the strategy they take and use, in the future. But I mean, this is very diversified, right? Things like Ace Combat and Tekken 7. A lot of these I'm not going to play. Borderlands 3 I already played. Scarlet Nexus, Outriders. I mean, I think Resident Evil. Now, wasn't Resident Evil originally on the list of the catalog or whatever it was called, where it was the PS5 games, also PS4. I thought Resident Evil 7 was already on there. It is ending, right? That is being taken off, so it's just kind of being replaced. Still big. The Quarry, that's a pretty big one, and that's not even a year old. I believe they came out June of last year. So that's 9 months, 8 months. So not bad at all. Honestly, headlined at the top with Horizon, of course, but you just keeps on going. And then, of course, those classic games. I mean, they've got to do a better job. They have so many games from the PS1, PS2 era that are still not on. Even, I would argue, you still have the likes of Resistance. I believe only Resistance 3 is on there. I don't think Resistance 1 and 2 is. There's some mistakes like that you just have to eventually fix. It is certainly taking them a long time to actually do it, and we're getting it kind of piecemeal. But at least you get a couple ancient PS1 games. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.